This video is about synchronicity and how I believe it relates to schizophrenia. So first, I'll explain a bit more about what synchronicity actually is. Synchronicity is a term that was conceived by psychiatrist Carl Jung, who referred to it as being an acausal connecting principle or meaningful coincidences, essentially saying that just because something doesn't have a cause and effect relationship doesn't mean it isn't actually connected in some really meaningful way. Like, for example, if I thought something in my head and 1 second after that thought, some dude on a live TV broadcast that I've never seen before, mind you, it being live, said something in a way that without a doubt sounded like it was a comment on a thought that I just had. It's a coincidence, right? To say otherwise is something only a crazy person would suggest. And therein lies the real problem. What if I told you, in essence and principle, shit like that probably happens 24/7 and to probably every person on this planet? Where's the proof, you might ask? Well, by its very nature, synchronicity is subjective and not an easy thing to replicate in almost any circumstance. Trying to prove it via the scientific method would be fairly difficult, but that doesn't mean there isn't any proof of it. First of all, it's not like I'm the only person in the world who believes in or understands this shit. There are plenty of books and other forms of media out there on the subject, and believe it or not, most of them probably aren't from the words of someone labeled with a mental illness like schizoaffective disorder. But being that I am, we'll call it pretty fucking emotionally imbalanced at times, I do think I have a rather unique perspective. I didn't have anyone in my life to explain to me what was happening to me when I was going crazy, but maybe this and future videos of mine might help someone else who finds themselves in a similar spot I found myself in. Feeling like they're going completely batshit, not knowing what's going on, not knowing what's real or what's not. And hopefully they won't have to learn shit the very hard way that I had to. Hopefully they won't have to, like a lot of people, succumb to actual craziness in the end. So now, let me walk you through what I believe to be the process of creating a schizophrenic. You start off as a regular Joe, right? Maybe you're someone who was always very sensitive to one sort of stimuli or another, an abnormally sensitive sense of touch perhaps, a very keen intuition, etc. Then one day in your normal and mundane life, you notice some weird shit. Maybe you're listening to music and out of nowhere a song you've heard a million times starts to sound different. Different in a way like the lyrics they're singing match perfectly with how your very specific and one-of-a-kind ass life is currently unfolding. You don't know how something like that could be happening. You remember consciously, or subconsciously, society says people that think like that are crazy. You have no idea what synchronicity is, having never even heard the word before, but you try to pinpoint how something like this song could be really commenting on your life, which it very much seems to be doing. Maybe the musical artists are aliens. Maybe you're also an alien. Maybe the government has a time machine and had your favorite bands send you cryptic messages in the past to talk about your present life because you do something amazing in the future. Who knows, right? Well, you do. Because instead of realizing that you don't know what's actually going on, you do what comes natural for humans. You assume shit. You consciously or subconsciously pick whatever answer seems like the best or easiest and you fucking run with it. Then the universe, being the very indifferent nurturer she is, gives you more of what you ask for, whether or not you know you're asking for it. The whole process of experiencing these so-called crazy things and readily deciding on an answer to why, an answer that our stupid and misinformed society has decided for you, whether or not you realize it, it creates a snowball effect. The more that you focus on these wrong and crazy answers, the more you see these wrong and crazy answers. And then eventually, it's actually crazy town for you. Mind over matter, you might see things that aren't there, you might hear things that aren't there, etc. And that, in a nutshell, is how I believe schizophrenics are born. That's it for this video, so please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you again in the next one. Peace.